panel for the Friday lightning round, first on North Korea and what we think is going on. Michael?
I mean, this is the new normal with North Korea. You have over 20 years of failed diplomacy, failed attempts at diplomacy. At various points, America tackling the problem head on has led to some results. About 10 years ago, President Bush took $23 million, a small amount of money, that was in Banco Delta Asia, and impounded it and got big results from the North Korean regime. Where we are right now is we are very close to North Korea having a nuclear gun to the head of America, and so we will be somewhere in between confrontation and getting scarily close to conflict, and that's going to require a great resolve from the president, which we've seen, and work with our allies and some countries that aren't allies, like China.
We did, Tom, a piece tonight about EMP, electromagnetic pulse, but basically the threat from North Korea is if they miniaturize, if they get the nuclear weapon,
right,
then it's ready to go.
Right. And it's something that no American president of either party could stand for. And so I think to Trump's credit, he has expended, and the administration in general, I mean, Tillerson's been over there, Mattis has been over there, addressing this problem, sort of putting it to the fore and tackling it, and with some results. I mean, they have seen some change in China's behavior. They hope that continues because China's really the key to solving this problem, you know, putting pressure on North Korea.
The question is whether that's going to happen. It hasn't happened ever.
It hasn't happened ever, and for all the progress we're making, and I do think you're right about the president having made some progress, there is no time. This is becoming an acute emergency. The test that the North Koreans did last week was very scary because even though it only went a short distance horizontally, it went up so high in the air, purposely, a vertical launch, that it could have hit Guam had it been aimed horizontally. They are coming very near. And the only option, unless we get the Chinese to act, is going to be war. That's going to be a very hard decision for any president to make.
The other story that's not getting a lot of coverage, we've covered it this week, is these FISA court documents, Michael, and that is a really harsh rebuke for the Obama administration on a number of fronts of these illegal searches of Americans, and also how the FBI handled this information.
Yeah, I think we need to be careful here. I mean, the oversight of the American intelligence apparatus is second to none in the world. What you have here is you have a redacted report that came out, which means that the intelligence committees in Congress and others have seen this for quite some time, and there hasn't really been in the chatter on Capitol Hill and amongst others that this could be some huge scandal. So you have a situation where it's complicated how information gets into the backbone. There's good information mixed in with bad. It's not the scenario that some people think of, some humans sitting there and reading emails. And so we need to be careful about not overreacting to this.
Tom?
I think this is